This is Bickering Around the World. One couple, 2 passports, and endless side-eye. Hi, Kevin. How's it going?
Welcome back to the Bickering Around the World, everyone.
Look at it. Stop. You're doing it again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I was yelling, people, but...
You're yelling again.
I don't know.
Look at this.
I think we should call everyone who tunes in the Bickers.
Okay, I don't know if we have fans yet, so I don't know if we
Well,
can.
I know we got some fans out there. One starts with the Leslie. Leslie, what's up? Hey, girl.
Shout out to Leslie. Why is Leslie our fan?
I don't know. She knows all the ins and outs of our relationship.
Well, I mean, she's my friend from high school, and a couple years ago, she told us while we were at a party that she would totally watch a reality show based on us, and that's kind of part of what made us have this idea of starting a podcast, because she thinks that we'd be interesting to listen to, and I hope she's right. And she listened to our first episode and said it was, what did she say? She said
it stank.
Everything I thought it would be and more.
She said it stank.
No, she didn't. That's just you saying that.
She said it sucks so bad.
No, she didn't. So,
what are we going to talk about? Jeez.
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Do you have
Let's talk about Saving Private Ryan, how you can't handle it.
Okay, no. Saving Private Ryan. Kevin wanted to watch that on mute while we record this, and it's a very gory scene of some guy biting another guy, and there's blood everywhere, and they're screaming at each other, and...
It's just a scene.
I don't want that in the background while I'm recording.
Okay.
So I made him turn it off, and he's sore about it now. He's all bitter.
Okay, let's move on.
All right, let's move on. Well, Kevin?
Well, okay, let's answer questions.
You are going on a trip next week for work. Where are you going?
I'm going to Texas.
You are. And are you excited about going to Texas?
Yes.
You don't sound like it.
I'm excited to get away from my wife. Why are you over-laughing?
You always say stuff like that.
Why are you over-laughing?
What do you mean over-laughing? Because it was funny.
Jesus.
Wow.
Man.
Anyways, Austin.
Yes?
What are you going to do while you're there?
I have to hand out promo items.
Well, I mean, like, what are you going to do travel-wise when you're not...
I'm flying in I'm flying in an airplane down to Texas. That's the only way, unless I drive.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. What are you going to do, like, the rest of the time? You're only going to be working for, like, a couple hours, and you're there for 2 nights.
I don't know.
What are you guys going to do?
I have no idea. We haven't talked about it yet.
Well, you only got a week. This is what happens when I am not there to help you plan. You have no idea what you're going to do.
It's actually awesome when you're not there playing, because we can do whatever we want.
I mean, yeah, you're going to be very spontaneous, I'm imagining.
Yep.
Just going to fly by the seat of your pants.
Yep. Well, what's on your list of topics here that you want to talk about? We're not talking about...
Well, give it a moment. We can have a little bit of an intro banter going on.
No.
All right. Immediately, Kevin wants to get into this.
Well, I guess because you had a list of what you wanted, so...
I always have a list. It's just in case we run out of topics. But apparently Kevin thinks we've already run out. So
boring,
the first thing on my list, stop it, is what is your craziest travel memory or lesson that we've learned in the past?
Craziest travel lesson?
Or memory.
Oh, probably a lesson is don't back your bag into someone that's sitting down on a train.
Don't back your bag into someone?
In Switzerland, that lady got pissed at me.
Which lady?
On the train when we got off in the airport. And I backed into her, and she pushed me back and forth because we had to stuff the train.
That was in Switzerland?
Yeah, and she was super pissed.
I thought you were going to be talking about what happened to Amber in Italy.
Or we could talk about you being almost arrested in China.
Yeah, we could talk about that. Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Okay, talk about that, Kevin.
Kacie brought a...
Well, okay, I'll talk about it.
Kacie brought a device through the airport, and she could have sprayed someone with some pepper spray, and she could have got arrested.
Okay, I'll tell it.
But now she's on the international red list because she's...
You're starting at the end of the story. You got to start at the beginning.
Then you start.
Okay, so Kevin had gotten me a little pepper spray keychain a long time ago, many years ago, and I had it on my keys. And I had it on there for so long that I didn't even, like, really think about it. And it didn't really look like a pepper spray. It looked kind of like a flashlight without the light on the end. It just looked like a handle of a flashlight. And I had it on there, and we went through Chicago O'Hare, and nobody noticed it. And then we went through a layover in Hong Kong where we had to go through security, and nobody noticed it. And then we took our trip, and we were in Australia and New Zealand, and then we flew out of Auckland, New Zealand, and nobody noticed it. And then we got to our layover in Hong Kong again the second time. And at that security, somebody noticed it. And they did not like the fact that I had that. And they took me into a back room, right? They had me hand over my passport.
It was dark.
Yeah, I don't think it was dark. But they had me hand over my passport and they scanned it. And they were like discussing in foreign language with each other. And they were looking at it and trying to like kind of figure out what it was. And at one point, Kevin was apparently trying to be helpful. But what did you say? Trying to be helpful to them.
I said, you spray it.
No. You said, want me to show you how it works? But you had a tone. And I was like, oh my God, Kevin is threatening the Chinese the Hong Kong authorities. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to get us both into way worse trouble by doing this. And luckily it didn't escalate. But they basically told me that because I had no record, they were going to just give me a warning. They confiscated it, obviously. And they said if they had wanted to, they could have arrested me for having it because not only is it illegal to have in the airport, it's illegal to have in Hong Kong proper. And basically warned me that I was going to be in their system now. So I guess I'm in the system in Hong Kong.
You're a criminal.
I'm a criminal. And they told me to say, well, what did they say? They said, tell everyone back home never to bring weapons through Hong Kong. Like, okay, well, learn that lesson. So.
Yeah.
Stop that. Why are you being like that?
Doing that overlaugh that you did earlier.
What's so bad about that?
Just mimicking you.
Well, nobody can actually see us, you know.
That's fine. They think at least they can hear me.
Okay.
All right, what's the next topic?
Well, you didn't...
I said the lady that got pissed at me with the bag.
Yeah, but you didn't explain that. I don't even know what that means.
We rushed to get on the train. The train was packed. She was sitting down, and when we were in the aisle, I was trying to get as close to back, and this was the first time I packed a big bag, and it was really stuffed, and I was backing into this lady, and she kept pushing me. And she was pissed, and then she said something in Swiss when she walked away.
In Swiss?
I don't know.
German?
Or German, I don't know. She said something in a different language and she walked away.
She was mad at you for getting too close to her with your bag.
Yeah, I pissed her off.
And then what happened to Amber in Italy on the train with her bag?
Well, that was just Amber. That was Amber almost falling victim to a pickpocket.
Yes, and you saw it.
Yep, I saw it.
You saved her somehow. Yep. So what did you see? Because none of the rest of us saw it. You were the only one that saw it.
Well, everyone else was walking into the train, so there was a girl that approached behind her with the sweater technique that we were watching videos on.
What's the sweater technique?
Well, the sweater technique is they kind of, put a sweater over their arms and they hold the sweater with one arm and then they sneak the other one under so it doesn't look you can't see the arm.
They hold their sweater over their hand so that their hand can go digging in people's bags without anybody seeing what their hand's doing, and they kind of hold it over the top of a bag.
Yep, and then I grabbed the girl's arm and I yelled pickpocket.
And then she tried to argue with you, right?
She tried to defuse it.
She was like, "No, I didn't do anything." Like she was immediately like, "I didn't do anything." Like she got really, really defensive. Like she obviously was caught. Kind of freaked out.
Pickpocket.
Yes, and
pickpocket.
Our friend Ross, his favorite way of saying pickpocket.
Pickpocket.
Is just like that.
Pickpocket.
So that was pretty good one. And I'm glad that you were able to help Amber from getting her stuff stolen.
Being on the victim list.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a fun way to... That was right at the beginning of the trip. That would not have been a fun way to start.
Yep. Hashtag save ya, Amber.
Okay, so another thing that I had on here is tell us about air conditioning and traveling and your thoughts on that.
Wow, we're going to talk about air conditioning and traveling coming from the person that doesn't look for that on trips. Wow. So Kacie never...
What do you mean never? This is past tense. Use past tense words.
Kacie in Hawaii, if you notice, I complain about it a lot when she booked trips. So every time we book a hotel, we have to make sure it's air conditioning because I sleep hot and I get hot really easy. That's how I am. But Kacie thought she booked one in Hawaii where it said AC, but yet it didn't have AC, and I was sweating my balls off because it was super hot.
I got very... you scolded me for sure on that one because you were not pleased that I didn't look it up and make sure that there was air conditioning. Because we were in Hawaii in May, and it did get pretty darn hot.
Yeah, it was freaking hot.
freaking hot, and you
Yep.
were pretty mad at me.
Yeah, I was sweating. All I had that saved me was a little ceiling fan, and that.
You were pretty cranky.
Yep.
You were pissed.
Yep. Because that's the one thing I pretty much I don't ask for much other than to make sure I can have a good sleep with nice cool air.
Yes.
And we learned that in some other, we learned that in Morocco. We learned that in other countries.
We didn't learn that in Morocco. It wasn't hot in Morocco.
Well, Morocco was hot.
We were there in November. It wasn't that hot at all.
Yeah, but
it was cold, remember?
Yeah, but our place had air in it.
Well, we didn't need it.
We did use it, so it was hot.
Well, Ireland was hot.
Yeah, but
Ireland, we were there in September, and we never expected it to be hot in September, and it absolutely was. They had a heat wave while we were there.
Yeah, we had a heat wave there.
And many of the hotels did not have air conditioning.
And it was the week where there was no rain at all, which is very rare in Ireland. So,
yep.
Also Ireland,
they gave us fans, though.
Yep.
The hotel front desk provided us with just like regular old fans that only kind of helped. But that kind of sucked, too. Because it was pretty warm sleeping. And of course, they give you like duvets that are one thickness only. Like you get one duvet and it's got a lot of padding inside it, and there's no just plain sheet to use if you get too hot. It's either the duvet or nothing.
Yeah.
So those definitely got warm.
Yeah.
So the lesson there is if you travel with Kevin, you absolutely double and triple check that there is air conditioning. Otherwise, you'll have a cranky Kevin to deal with, and that's not fun.
Yep.
So, do you want me to read you a Reddit thread that I found for us? Nope. What do you mean, no?
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
Nope.
I found this Reddit thread. The title of it is, "Stop posting portraits of people from your travel on the internet if they didn't properly consent to it." So, this basically is a thread that is yelling at people for being disrespectful, for taking pictures of people that aren't consenting and putting it on the internet to get like brownie points or whatever. So, especially children. And I think that is a good argument. What do you think?
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
I mean, there are a lot of people that I think are, there's...
No, it's just like in Japan, they don't want any video of their faces or anything, or pictures of their faces anywhere, and they get yelled at you.
It is kind of a problem, though. I do see a lot of Instagrammers that will take pictures of people in different countries, and, like a lot of white photographers who will take pictures in, like, Asian countries, and they'll take pictures of the people that are just living there, doing their daily lives. Like, a lot of those pictures are really beautiful environmental portraits, but at the same time, is it exploitative to those people? And I think that's an interesting argument because, some people would argue that the art is more important or whatever, but I don't think that's the case. People should have autonomy over their image. So, I try not to like take pictures of single people. I have pictures of
pictures of randos.
Well, I have pictures of people
eating
that are
stuff in their face.
Not you. I'm talking about strangers.
You still take pictures of randos.
Are you a rando?
No, but you still take pictures of randos.
I take pictures of people that are just like out and about, but it's not a picture of a person. It's a picture of a location.
No.
And people happen to be in it.
Yeah, but you could identify that person if you.
Well, yeah, but it's not like I'm, zooming in on their face or something,
But we don't know that.
We don't know that I'm not zooming in on their face?
Yeah, we don't.
I know that.
Then you gotta show the photo.
They maybe don't know that at the time, but
Steven,
I know
they can argue that.
Well, nobody ever has, except... Oh, wait.
No, someone has.
Someone has. I was taking a picture of a street in Morocco, and there was a guy that was, like, sitting in a doorway, and I wasn't taking a picture of him, per se. I was just taking a picture of the street because it was pretty, and I like architecture, and I like locations, and he started screaming at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what he was saying, but I got the gist of it pretty well. That he thought I was taking his picture, and did not like it.
Yep.
So that definitely startled me and made me kind of...
randos. She does that.
Well, definitely like...
She can't say she doesn't do it because she does do it.
I don't think it's the same, though.
Oh, step. I think you can't... This argument's just crumbling.
No, it's not. I don't think it's the same thing.
Okay. Listeners, we're going to have to put a poll out there. Is her case crumbling or is it not?
Is Kacie right or is Kevin right? That's the question.
She's crumbling right now.
I don't think so.
She's getting quiet.
I don't think so.
She's losing the argument.
I am not. Fuck off, Kevin.
Whoa, Mom's not gonna like that.
No, my mom's not gonna like that.
Wow.
Sorry, Mom.
What else we gotta talk about?
We don't have to like speed run through this list. We can like take it a little slower.
Well, I don't know what you want to talk about.
Well, do you have any thoughts about anything so far?
Your fake laugh.
It is not fake.
Just over laughing. You gotta be genuine.
You haven't even mentioned this before.
You gotta be genuine and approachable, and people gotta.
All right, do you want me to tell you? I was laughing real, but no, listen,
that wasn't real.
I threw my head back so that it wouldn't blow out the speaker, so that it wouldn't be too loud on the microphone.
Nope.
Yes.
Don't believe it. Not one bit.
All right, guys. So now I'm not allowed to laugh anymore.
No. She just can't do the fake laugh.
Kevin says I'm not allowed to laugh.
Do the fake laugh.
I can't have big laughter.
It's just like if I do, hi guys, this is Kevin. I'm gonna do a fake voice. This is how I'm gonna talk.
You sound like when they're making fun of Kelly on Superstore. Hi guys.
Hey guys.
It's Kelly.
Kelly.
Hi, it's Kelly.
See, guys, see the difference? That was a real laugh. See, look at the difference. Don't you guys? I mean, you could comment. I mean, that was a really exaggerated fake laugh early.
It was not a fake laugh.
Yep.
I could have more than one laugh style. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Someone's losing the argument again.
Oh boy.
But a boom.
Kevin, do you think traveling is good for your mental health?
Depends.
On what?
I don't know, your job and, where you're going and all that stuff.
Okay. Well, give me examples.
Well,
then.
some people are excited to get away from their job and they enjoy their job, but then when they come back, they're like, I gotta go back to work. So mentally, it's a simple,
Well, I don't think it's not vacation. It's travel specifically. Like the difference between a staycation and going somewhere. Is traveling good for your mental health?
Well, traveling, yeah, because they get to, get to see other parts of the world and get to experience things that you wouldn't necessarily experience at home.
Mm-hmm.
As there is some traditions and cultures that we have around us that are different, from different countries and stuff, but not everything. I mean, we don't have everyone, every culture from around the world. So
yeah,
it does help, so you can understand things like Moroccan and
well, I think it makes you more open-minded. It makes you a more open-minded person in general. Like you just are more accepting of others, I think, and accepting of change and difference. This article that I found was talking about how travel is good for your mental health, and it was basically like it was a big survey, and it was how would you characterize your mental health, good, bad, everything in between, and then like how much do you like to travel, and they definitely went together. Like the people who said they had a positive mental health outlook definitely liked traveling more. They seem to be correlated.
But then you also find things out in other countries that you wish you had back at home.
Oh, that leads perfectly into my next thing. My next question on here was, what's a custom or just way things are that you wish you could bring home from one of our trips? Besides the Japanese tiny trucks, because you already said that one.
Well, with the Italian soda lids, so they don't have caps that don't fall off. You just twist them and they are still attached, but yet you can still drink them. That's a perfect thing.
Yeah, it seems like all the lids there.
Also less sugar. I mean, everything we have here is super sugary, but everything around around the rest of the world has barely any. It has sugar, but
they use other things besides just sugar to make things taste good. Like they use molasses or honey or just, spices, cinnamon, like all sorts of different things to make some, like, nuts, even, or like sweet cheeses. Like there's all sorts of different things that they use that makes it not reliant on sugar, because sugar, I don't know, after we go on a trip and we eat stuff abroad, like when we come back, a lot of times we're like, God, this is so freaking sweet, and in a bad way,
Yep. Also, I guess it's probably some other cultures are a little bit more relaxed in their work days too, so that's be kind of a nice little thing that if we would have, like, going to the pub, having a drink, or going to, yeah, I mean, just doing these things that people,
Like an afternoon siesta. You want
yeah,
that?
some places in Italy, like they go home and they take a nap and then go back to work or something. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just can't remember.
But I mean, there's a flip side to that because they are very like with their hours can be
Yes,
really limited in
yes, but
dining.
how much happier are they? I mean, they work less, they have more off
Right.
time.
You just have to be on that schedule for
It's
your food, for your
it's
meals.
way better.
Yeah. As a person traveler or like as a tourist.
Just as a person.
But as a tourist it makes it a little bit harder having those schedules because we try to not have to eat so many meals and we might try to like condense our meals to like let's just have one meal at like 4:00 or whatever. And it's like, oh, nope, there are no restaurants serving dinner at this time.
Nope, and they don't.
Nobody's serving food of any kind at that time. So
the only thing you can have is a drink.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
I think I would also love to take afternoon tea here. Like I would love to have, because like 4:00, I always get snacky. And it would be so nice to be able to have like a little sandwich and a couple scones with clotted cream and jam.
Yeah.
Did you like those?
No, I was not. It was nice, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have a, like a little neighborhood pub like the other cities have. That you just walk down and you get to know your
that would be
your
kinda cool.
normal ones, and you get to know the bartender and all that stuff, and just go down there and have your little thing.
Yeah,
that'd be a nice little thing, and then you really don't have to. You'd be like, oh, you tell your wife or your husband, and be like, hey, I'm just gonna go to the pub, and they're like, they know where you are, so if you don't come home, they know where you're at. I think it'd kind of be a little thing. I mean, obviously we're a little bit bigger as a country, so things are more sparse and spread out.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
I guess that leads into like how nice it would be if things were more walkable, because like we have a couple walkable cities in the U.S., but they're absolutely huge cities. You got New York and Chicago and all those. But it would be nice if it was like smaller cities could be more walkable as well, because we really can't get by without vehicles for the most part in the U.S. That kind of sucks.
Nope.
I would love to be able to walk more.
Yeah, I'd be less chubby.
Yep, we both would be less chubby. But I walked a lot when I was in college, and I miss that. Just getting between classes by foot was really nice. Even in the winter, I don't care. It was nice. And I definitely miss it.
Yeah.
No. But that is not the culture here, and we're not, we don't have, we've got buses, but we don't, they don't always have great schedules, and, things are, like you said, spread far apart, and it's just, we don't have any public transit trains or anything. No trains to speak of, so that sucks. Although we might be getting some trains in Wisconsin in the next couple of years, maybe. I don't know what the last word on that was, but they've been talking about that for a long time and it still hasn't happened.
Yeah, they'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. Let's talk about Kevin pointing. I don't think we've discussed that yet, have we?
And that's your thing. That's not my thing.
Okay. I noticed probably on our honeymoon, which was in 2013, when I noticed that you often like to point at things.
As anyone normally would.
And we will usually be traveling and, you'll say like, look at that, and you'll be pointing. And I noticed that I would be taking pictures and you were often sticking your finger in front of my lens. Like you would just stick your hand right in front of my face. Look at that over there. And I would be snapping just at that moment and you would get your hand right in the middle. And I was like, ah, damn it, Kevin. And I had a lot of those at the beginning and I deleted them all because I figured they were just like junk pictures at that point. I would always take a second picture right after you did that so that I could junk the first one. And I wish I hadn't deleted them because I started realizing after a while that you were not going to stop pointing. And it was actually pretty damn funny. And so I started an Instagram account of Kevin pointing and I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
And I had it for probably a couple years where I was just collecting photos of you pointing. And I never said anything about it. And it was damn funny. And then eventually I did tell you because I don't even remember why, but
I had a pretty big following, so people were...
You didn't have that big of a following.
Hey, 10 people. That's enough.
I think it was more than 10.
See, that's a pretty big following.
Here, should I check quick? See. Let me check real fast. Please hold.
Boo doo 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 boo doo 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 boop 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 boop.
You had 46 followers.
That's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like to see my finger.
Yep. And I collect more every time we go on a trip, even though you know about it now, you still keep doing
It's
it.
hard to resist. I try and fist it. And
A lot of times, though, now, because you know about it, it's a lot harder to catch you.
Purposely now.
Well, sometimes you do it purposely, which makes me mad because the whole point of that Instagram page was that none of it was posed. So I don't like it when you do it on purpose. But I often catch you, and for a while there, before you knew, I would, you would point at something and I would actually miss it, and I would be like, "Wait, what did you say, Kevin?" Or like, "Oh, where?" And I would get you to do it again so that I could get a picture of it, and you had no clue. And I do still do that sometimes, and sometimes it works, but you're a lot more on to me now, so now it doesn't work as well.
Yep, you're a little sneaky.
I gotta get better at catching you.
Your Casey's sneak attack doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
The Casey's sneak attack.
It still works, dear. I still get a bunch.
Not as much. Works. Your average has gone way down.
I mean, yeah, I only get like a handful each trip, but you suck. You still do it.
Well, I'd still do it, but you don't catch me as much. So
yeah,
you still suck.
You're getting better at it. I should have never told you.
Yeah, that's probably yeah, but that'd be hard for you to resist.
Yeah, I know. It was so funny. I was telling my friends about it and stuff.
Yep.
I was like, guys, don't tell Kevin, but look what I've been doing. I've been collecting all these pictures and posting them.
Yep, and then they had to reveal that you were sneakily doing it because that's rude.
Well, I guess I had to give you, like you said, I can't take pictures of people without their consent, so I guess I had to get your...
So I can say no consent right now.
I had to get your consent for it.
I can tell you no more consent, and I could stop this whole thing again.
Yeah, but do you really want to?
I don't know. If we get up to 50 followers, maybe I'll continue it. Make sure you follow and subscribe.
Oh, jeez.
Or is it like and subscribe? I think it's like and subscribe.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Well, YouTube is like and subscribe.
Oh, so that what's on
Instagram is just
follow. What's Instagram? You wave,
like and follow.
You wave and follow.
You don't wave.
Oh,
just like and follow.
Well, that's
instead of like and subscribe.
Oh, like and follow everyone.
There you go, Kevin pointing.
Please like and follow Kevin pointing. Brought to you by Goldfish.
Goldfish.
Pepperidge Farm. Everything is great and crunchy and cheesy.
Everything is great and crunchy and cheesy.
Oh, there goes, guys, the fake laugh.
That wasn't fake, you fucker. Oh my god. Oh my
god.
God.
So fake.
All right, last thing on my list, Kevin, is that I recently found a subreddit.
Oh boy.
And it's called Shit Americans Say. And
we say a lot of shit.
Yeah, but it actually does make us look pretty awful.
Like what?
Here, I'll give you an example.
Booger?
No, I mean, like, it's pictures, it's like screenshots of posts that are really stupid.
Oh, yeah, because probably people are using all caps or yelling, and they're using words.
Okay, here's an example from 3 hours ago. Somebody posted, honest question, does autism exist in countries outside the USA? Somebody actually posted that. Isn't that terrible?
Wow, that's a whole rabbit hole that you could go down that we're not going to discuss.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can find another good one. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Have the European universities tried just being more prestigious? It was easy for us.
What? That's...
Have the European universities tried just being more prestigious? Have you tried it?
That's just a weird subreddit. I don't know. Well, it's not weird, but I don't. Yeah, there's just a lot of back and forth you could go on with all this stuff. It's just
here's one person said, "We wrote the dictionary."
I'm just not gonna comment.
An American said, "We wrote the dictionary."
I'm not gonna comment. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and shake my head or some of these things. So if you don't hear me,
here's another one. American food is the third healthiest in the world.
Like I said, I'm just not gonna respond. I'm just not gonna respond and say some stuff because some of these statements are just not.
Oh, here's a good one. Meters are gay.
Oh boy.
We look like such assholes on that subreddit. And probably more than just that subreddit. I mean, those screenshots are being taken from all over the place. We're just that stupid, I guess. I don't know.
We're just arrogant.
Yeah. We're arrogant and we're dumb as fuck.
I'm just gonna say no comment.
Well, that's my whole list. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
I think that's it.
Really? You don't want to? You usually like to talk a little bit about one of our trips?
Well, we don't got any trips planned right now, so.
We really don't. It's kind of sad.
No.
Just your trip to Austin that I don't get to go with you on.
Yeah.
And you're going to eat some good food, I hope.
Yep.
Gonna have some barbecue.
Gonna have some mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Tons of mac and cheese.
Cornbread.
Nope.
What else do Texans eat?
I don't know.
Austin, though. Stay weird.
I will definitely be weird. I will definitely be weird.
Yes. You're always weird, so I mean, that'll work for you.
Well, thank you for tuning in, everyone. This has been Kacie and Kevin on Bickering Around the World, brought to you by Goldfish, Pepperidge Farm. Cheesy, crunchy, salty, all goodness.
That is unofficial because they have not sponsored us.
They just like
Maybe they will.
They just like the way my voice sounds. Again, Pepperidge Farm.
Oh yeah,
Goldfish,
you're the
crunchy,
announcer voice guy.
Let's get ready to crunch.
Where did you learn how to be an announcer?
No. I was ending it where I'm not going any further.
Okay, that's it then.
All right, bye, peeps.
Goodbye.